Hello and welcome back to your 18 WJTS In.form. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and once again it is time to chat with the Dubois County Rotary. Of course, the two spokeswomen of the Rotary, Miss Deidra and of course Manda. Welcome to you both again.
Thank you.
We've been hamming it up here before we started recording. Hopefully we got the excitement out, but we're here of course to talk about your Athena nominations, Banquet, Rotary, all of that fun stuff. But before we kind of get into the event and all this fantastic planning you guys have been up to, the Athena Awards, we had you in here a few months back to talk about nominations and whatnot. So how did the nomination process go?
Yes, the nomination process went well. We really appreciate all the outreach and really being able to come and talk to you and spread what the Rotary Club is doing, what Athena is all about. And once again, we have a wonderful group of finalists here. It's never easy to really to choose a final recipient, but really the event is to honor all of these finalists and tell their stories, give them a night to really honor them.
Yes, and I know you both are, of course, very busy with Athena, but the Rotary, just like us here at WJTS, are never not busy. You guys have been doing cornhole over the summer and all of this stuff too, alongside this awards finalists and event setup and whatnot. So it's been busy for you guys just as well, right?
It has been. The Rotary Club of Dubois County, we just keep it rolling. And yeah, we had cornhole this weekend at St. Anthony.
Right.
We'll be at Septemberfest in Dubois in September. So yeah, we're really proud of the work that we do, and it all goes towards our community grants program, which we're really proud of, including Athena, so that we can give back to the community that we love so much.
Rotary just keeps rolling. I like it. So without a further ado, I suppose, the Athena Awards Banquet, can you tell us a little bit about the event, and then as well, who are we going to see there? Maybe some more familiar names, some speakers, but also who are our finalists? I'd say, Manda, if you want to kind of kick us off, there's a lot to kind of unpack, but it's all just wonderful stuff to recognize.
Yeah, the Athena Awards, if you're not aware of what it is, it really highlights women leaders in your community. So there's many different, other organizations throughout Indiana or this country that hold these events. And so we brought Dan Collian, a Rotarian, he brought this event back to our community in 2012. And so we've had an annual event since then, and it honors female leaders in their workplace and those that donate their time, their energy to make the community better, as well as those that make it a point to really mentor other women. And so that's one of the really important pieces, because we know as we need to build each other up, right? So it really highlights those ladies, and we have 5 finalists this year to do that. So we're excited. And so the evening really just flows. We highlight each of their stories. We have a keynote that we'll talk about later. We have a wonderful meal as well that comes with that, and it's plated. It's just a nice evening to kind of sit with your table and socialize, network, and take in all that these ladies have done.
And again, this is an evening to recognize these 5 women, but at the same time, it's not just for the ladies. If you're curious about like the Rotary Club or who's involved or just community involvement, this would be a perfect evening opportunity for people to experience the Rotary side of Dubois County, right?
I think Deidra, that's exactly kind of what she did when she first came to the community. Was at the Athena Banquet, right? For Rotary.
I was not a member. I came and I was really impressed by the event. I'm kind of an event snob. I was an event planner for a long time.
Imagine
and so
that.
I really do kind of pick them apart with a little fine-tooth comb, and it was just a very beautiful, well-done event. The meal is great. I loved the details that all of our speakers are. The person who does the Pledge of Allegiance is a female veteran. The person who does the invocation is female. Kenny Speed is our president this year, and obviously he's a man, so he will be our host. So
no, Kenny does a fantastic job.
He does a wonderful job, and so all those little details. It finishes on time. It's on a Wednesday night. We don't want you out super late, and so it is just really well ran, and Manda and the team do a great job at that.
Fantastic. So Manda, we've been hyping up these ladies. Who are our finalists for this year?
Yes, our finalists this year are Deb Capps, Peggy Amos Huff, Tammy Lampert, Jody Rounson, and Mary Warner. And so I'll tell you just a little bit about them, but these ladies may be known. Of course, some of these names you're going to know, some may not. But what's really neat about this event is that it brings kind of ladies from all over different landscapes and corporate or nonprofit work that they do, community involvement. And I think that's what's really neat. It's not the same story. It is a way for all of the people in the community to highlight ladies that they know and who they've maybe have had relationships with in the past and worked with. But I'll tell you just a little bit about each of them. So Deb Capps really has had a diverse career, but really what she has focused on in her work is Dubois County Substance Abuse Council and all the work that she's done with the youth and trying to make sure they prevent alcohol, tobacco, substance abuse, and being there for the youth. And really what she's done has touched many lives. Peggy Amos Huff is an educator and a guidance counselor that, she was at Forest Park when I was there. So I know Peggy Huff very well. And she's touched so many lives and really been there for so many young women throughout, whether it was a small thing or a big thing, and helping kind of guide them through the high school years. We need great guidance counselors now more than ever, really. Yeah. And so what she's done has been phenomenal as well. Tammy Lampert, I think, she's been over here too lately. Yeah. Lots
of recognizable names for sure, just from our standpoint. But again, if there's people who maybe people do recognize and they don't know them by their face, but they recognize their last name. Maybe they discover it's their neighbor or something. Yeah. So it's a lot of like staple community members. I cannot stress that enough, especially with this pool. But tell us about Miss Tammy.
Yeah, so Tammy, she works there at SWICAC Center on 5th, and really that center for neglected, abused children. And the work she's doing in such a tough situation to make it better for those children that are impacted is something the community needs. And what she does is not easy. So, but really taking some of those caseworkers that she works with and mentoring those women as well as is something that that she's done a fabulous job. And we know her work's not done, of course. So, and Jody Rounson with Memorial Hospital and the Behavioral Health Unit and her social work services that she does. It was really neat to read her nomination as well with letters from her coworkers. And so that means a lot if you're being nominated by coworkers and how she's really lifted them as well. And Mary Warner, she really really in that corporate landscape at Master Brand and as the Director of Continuous Improvement, very well respected in her role there, and what she has done for Dubois County Pride and bringing that to the community and really giving everyone a voice and everyone a spot. It was really neat to see, and we're so happy for all of these ladies, and we can't wait for September 18th.
Right. So diverse. Again, I don't think I can stress that enough, the different aspects of Dubois County, because I feel like in my brain I was like pinpointing them, but at the same time, these ladies are, each one spans so many different avenues, whether it's education or mental health or they do so much. I'm not going to list them all, but I started, but I'm not going to continue.
We'll do more of that on the 18th. Right. Yes, absolutely.
And it's just phenomenal that it's not just one. Granted, you will have your main finalist, of course, at the event, but you guys are really pushing for all 5 of these women, and you kind of batch them up and bring them up and really just recognize them for all the achievements they do, which is phenomenal.
It's so important to recognize each of them individually for what they've contributed, and also allow our young women, and we have high school girls that come from our high schools that are able to see that we have this here in our community. It's really important to us.
Yeah, that is phenomenal. And not only do we have these staples of the community, but you guys are bringing in a pretty top-notch guest speaker or keynote speaker for this event, right?
We are, yes. So Dr. Katie Jenner is our keynote speaker this year. She is Indiana's first Secretary of Education. And, Rotary is not a political organization.
Right.
We're not going to talk about any hot topic
key
things that she's working on, but we are really going to focus on her leadership and how she has started her career in uncharted waters, how she got there, and how she approaches her every day to lead in this really, really important sector of our government. And so we're really excited. She's a dynamic speaker. She is just a breath of fresh air. She lives in Madison, Indiana, so she is not too far away, and we're really grateful that she has worked us into her very busy schedule to come and share her story.
Right. I mean, it's, I don't think it's very often where we have a state representative or a state official of sorts coming to talk at one of these events where it's like, we're just trying to do our part. I don't know, you guys have like a fantastic selection this year, just all around.
Oh, thank you.
It sounds very exciting.
We have a committee that really works hard, and we brainstorm and we talk, and we do some outreach, and it's really a neat thing. And just like these finalists come from different walks of life, our Rotarians the same, and so we have all different networks that we're able to utilize, and so that's very exciting. And we do take a lot of time to put this event on, but we realize the importance, and we want to do it.
Right, which is just amazing. I mean, that's what the Rotary is about, putting others in the community before self, and just being able to serve, which is amazing. I know I just butchered that mission statement, but
I was impressed.
You are now a member.
No, it's been so many times. No,
I need to have you come.
Yes.
One of these days, you're gonna convert me, I swear.
Yep.
So let's talk about the event itself. It's a Wednesday evening. What do we need to know about tickets and maybe some sponsorships? Who all are the clientele?
Yeah, so I will highlight our sponsors, because our platinum sponsors have really been with us since the beginning of this, and so we really could not put this event on without them. And so Denton's Bingham Greenbaum, German American Bank, Kimball International, Memorial Hospital and Healthcare Center, and Old National Bank are our platinum sponsors, and that really gives us kind of the footing to start. So with being Athena, there is a licensing, and we kind of use their guidelines, and so. But we do take, obviously, and encourage sponsorships throughout the community. And we've sent our really initial letters out to companies and those that have sponsored in the past. And if you've received that, we do ask you to consider, and we have different levels. So whatever may work for you. As Deidra said, we have local high school women that get to come. And so, all of that is done through sponsorships, of course. And so, and all the other information too is on DuboisCountyRotary.com. You can find a link to purchase a ticket. So maybe you just want to come with a friend, or you've heard a name and you say, I want to be there to support them, and you want to buy 1 or 2 tickets. You can do that as well on our website, or you can reach out to any Rotarian and we'll get you in the right direction too.
Fantastic. Can I ask what ticket prices are, just for the general one offer?
Yeah, so an individual ticket is $60, okay? And so you do get that plated meal we talked about, and really it's the meal, but of course you're supporting the community, because all of that money then will go back into our grants program as well.
Yes, and I think I want to highlight there, it's you're paying for the experience, you're paying for the night out, the moments of recognition, and the overall emotion that goes through the room, because that's something that you don't get to experience every single day, I would imagine. So.
Right, yeah. And also, something we didn't mention before is that our recipient gets to choose a nonprofit where $2,000 will be dedicated to them as well. So not only is the Rotary Club through our grants program giving back, I think we did almost $16,000 last year in grants, that $2,000 gets to go to the nonprofit of choice for the recipient. So that's really important, and I think special to the recipient to be able to give back in that way.
Right. No, that is phenomenal. And again, you kind of segued to, although we're recognizing 5, there will be one that is immortalized on the Athena wall at the museum as well at the end of the night. So that is just, overall, it sounds amazing. Ladies, did we miss anything, or do you want to say anything as a departing Dubois County Rotary gift to everybody?
No, I think the only thing you talked on the Dubois County Museum, and we have a nice display there. And so a few years back, our Rotarian President Laura Grammer really led the charge there and said, we need something at the museum. And so we do have a nice display, and we've added really a spot for all finalists that have been recognized. Their name is listed, and so the community knows how cool it is. And so it's a nice picture of the recipient and kind of a quote they live by. It's well done. And so if you haven't seen that, please go check it out.
Fantastic. Deidra, did we miss anything?
I don't think so. We just really appreciate the opportunity to share about what we're doing. It's such a special event, and really an opportunity to inspire and remind the community that we have some really incredible women who are leaders and doing and changing the landscape of who we are as a community, and it's important to celebrate them.
Fantastic stuff. Manda, remind us one more time the date and the time and the location.
Yes, September 18th at the Huntingburg Event Center. Doors will open at 6, but our event starts at 6:30. And as Deidra said, we like to honor everyone and give due time, but we also probably will be finished around 8 or so.
Fantastic. And you can buy tickets online. Make sure, just reserve them, or, if your company's going and you haven't experienced this before, really advocate and come check it out, because I've heard magic happens.
Oh, it's so inspirational. I'm always like, let's bottle that up, and then, in a couple weeks get it back out, because it is a wonderful feeling, and I have no doubt you will leave being inspired.
Fantastic. Well, ladies, thank you so much. You've got a few more weeks of getting the pieces put together, but we hope your September 18th event is just wonderful for you both.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. And thank you so much at home for watching. This has been your 18 WJTS In.form with the Rotary Club of Dubois County. Make sure to visit their website to get your tickets before they possibly sell out, but just have them just in case. And we are local people watching local people.